They wrote the next Canadian newspaper on which is Globe and Mail, big article saying, "Where is Eritrea?" So, and also in New York, when I go to some places on the train and at times on hotels, I sit with somebody and then he tells me, he asks me where I am from. I tell him I am from Eritrea. What? What did you say? I say, Eritrea. What is that? So I don't want you to ask me that question. And this is the reason why I want to tell you where Eritrea is and some short history of Eritrea. As you see, it is in the Horn of Africa, where usually the so-called Horn of Africa comprise some about 5-6 countries: Eritrea, Sudan, Ethiopia, Djibouti, Somalia, Kenya, and Uganda. Sometimes Uganda and Kenya would like to prefer to be called East African countries. But at times when it is necessary, they come to be called Horn of Africa countries. So this is the country we have in the Horn of Africa. It's only about 15 years old. I will explain that later, why it is like that. Eritrea is located in the northeast of Africa, and we have, as you see, on the Dahlak archipelago, we have around 350 islands over there. Anybody interested in diving? Is there anybody interested? Well, good. We'll try to help you to go there. So Eritrea borders with Sudan to the west, north and west, to Ethiopia to the south, to Djibouti to the southeast, and to the Red Sea to the north and east. We have, Eritrea have 125,000 square kilometers, and it is more or less equivalent to Pennsylvania. What do we have other than 125,000 square kilometers? Eritrea is a small country. It has been in war for 30 years, but Eritrea is very rich. We have gold, we have zinc, we have copper, we have, there is also a probability of hydrocarbons, and we have, above all, we have the goldfish, the blue gold. The blue gold is the fish. We have a sea, as you see, I forgot, I think that's gone. We have 1,200 kilometers of coastline, and this area, it is very rich in different types of fish. We have close to 500 varieties of fish. And therefore, for a population of 3.5 million, what we have at this right time is more than enough, I think. I will also walk you with me on the series of colonial chains. We have been under the Italians from 1890 to 1941. Then when the Italians were defeated in the Second World War, we were forced to be administered by the British military from 1941 to 1952. In 1952, the UN decided all the three countries which are under colony of Italy were to be decided in the United Nations. Libya and Somalia were granted their independence. Unfortunately, we were not. The reasons may be, I'll tell you later why it is. From 1952 to 1962, we were under the feudal Emperor Haile Selassie. We were forced to be federated. Annexation of Eritrea took place in 1962, although we were given federation. It was a very feeble federation, and therefore, after 10 years, Emperor Haile Selassie, a feudal, annexed Eritrea and abrogated the UN Federal Resolution. In 1974, Haile Selassie was toppled down by the Marxist Mengistu Haile Mariam, and Eritreans were suppressed for another 15, 16 years. Eritrea's right of independence and the U.S. interests. I hope you will not be offended if I say bad things about the American, what the Americans have done to Eritrea. The first thing is, at that time, the Americans were fighting with, in Vietnam, and they were looking for a space which is ideal for communication. And the ideal place was Eritrea. And that is one of the reasons why we were denied our independence, like Libya and Somalia. So the Americans decided to have a base, a communication base in Asmara, the capital city, and therefore it is because of the Americans that we didn't get our independence. And they have officially said it in the United Nations. U.S. Secretary of State John Foster Dulles at that time put his words concisely in 1952 as follows: from the point of view of justice, the options of the Eritrean people must receive consideration. Nevertheless, the strategic interests of the United States in the Red Sea Basin and considerations of the security and world peace make it necessary that the country has to be linked with our ally, Ethiopia. Before this decision was given, an inquiry commission was sent, a UN inquiry commission was sent to Eritrea to meet with the people and find out the interests of the people. One of them was Pakistan, a country of Ambassador Ahmed Kamal. Out of these 5 countries, 3 of them said that Eritrea should be independent. And 75% of Eritreans in 1951 voted for independence. But because of what I have been telling you, we were denied our independence. Birth of a nation after 30 years of armed struggle. So that federation initiated something else. Eritreans didn't accept that. They tried to explain to the government and to the international community that they deserve independence through demonstrations, through peaceful demonstrations and meetings, but they were denied. So in 1961, they were forced to raise arms and fight against the Ethiopian government. It was a very dear fighting. We paid a lot, unparalleled sacrificed over 1,000